Hello students, once again welcome to our history and civics class of standard 6. I hope that you are being very clear with my teaching of the subject of history and civics of your this year's academy, that is class 6. We completed our 3 chapters and today we are going to start with the chapter number 4, that is the Vedic civilization. This chapter is divided into 5 subsections or 5 subtopics. The first is the Vedic literature, second is family system, day-to-day life, agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life. Fourth point, religious idea, and the fifth point is political system. So, let us not take much of the time, but let us start with the first point, that is Vedic literature. The civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilization. So, the civilization that started or that is based on the Vedic literature, this civilization is known as Vedic civilization. Now, Vedas are considered as the most earliest literature, as you can see in these images of which I have set over here. Now, Vedas were composed by rishi or sages. These Vedas or these some Vedic Vedas were even composed by women also. So you can be very surprised to know that women also composed Vedic literature. Now, this Vedic literature is completely in Sanskrit language. This literature, that is Vedic literature, is very rich and diverse literature. Now, what is Vedic? As I am explaining you, again and again I am repeating this same word. See, Vedic literature are known as the most important. Veda means to know, and the term Veda is derived from Vida. And Vida means what? Vida means knowledge. So, the civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilizations. Now, this Vedic literature was composed by sage or rishi, as I told you earlier, and this literature is in the Sanskrit language. The Vedic literature also known as, this is known as Samahitas, and these Samahitas, what I just now explained you, the Vedas have been preserved through the oral tradition, and therefore these Vedas or this couplet of oral preservation is known as Shruti. Now, in all together in the Vedic literature, there are 4 Vedas. Let me describe you one by one. Let me at least name. The first is Rig Veda, second is Yajur Veda, third is Sama Veda, and fourth is Atharva Veda. These all Vedas were traditionally preserved orally, and later on they were written down in Sanskrit. Now let us see what is Rig Veda. Rig Veda or Rig Veda Samahita is the Veda consisting of Richas, which is called as Rig Vedas. Now what does Richa mean? Richa means a verse composed to praise the deity, means to worship any god. When the priest, he used to enchant some words, that these words are to praise or to call the god, to call the particular deity. That is what it is, Rig Veda. When a number of richas were put together to praise a particular deity, this poetic composition is called as suktas. And the Rig Veda consists of such many suktas. These suktas are to praise different deities, different gods in your simple term. I hope Rig Veda is clear to you. Rig Veda Samahita. The second one, that is Yajurveda. Now, what is Yajurveda? Yajurveda Samahita contains mantras. Mantras, those were to be uttered while performing any yajnas. See, yajna or Yajurveda, these yajna performances, while doing these performances, guidance was given through Yajurveda Samahita about how and when the different mantras must be enchanted during the yajna rituals. This is actually a poetic composition which is explained in the form of prose. I hope Yajurveda Samahita is clear to you. Now, let us see Samaveda. Now, Samaveda is nothing but it is the guidance on how to sing Rig Veda or Rigvedic hymns. Or I can in a simple term explain you that Samaveda are the Vedas which tells us how the Rigvedic verses or how the set of rhymes and how the tune has to be pronounced during the performance of yajna rituals. It is also said that Samaveda has greatly contributed to laying the foundation of Indian classical music or Indian music, what has come up, that is Hindustani music or Karnataki music, both these type of musics have come from Samaveda only. Now, the last but not the least is Atharva Veda. Now, Atharva Veda is composed by a Rishi Atharva, and so it is named after him as Atharva Veda Samahita. This Veda is totally different from other three Vedas, as it concerned with many of the things of day-to-day life of the people. That is how the life of the people day-to-day, how his life has to be. What are the solutions to the adversities and the diseases? This all information is provided in Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda has provided an information on medicinal herbs. So, Atharva Veda is most important because it explains about the Ayurveda also. Now, Atharva Veda also provides the guidance to the king of those days about the way how he should rule his kingdom or administer the kingdom. So, I hope students that these four Vedas are clear to you. I have certain images of these Vedas. You can take a glance of it and see how those Vedas were written down. After these Vedas, Brahmanas, Aryankas and Upanishads were written after the composition of these Vedic Samahitas. About these literature, that is Brahmanas, Aryankas and Upanishads, we will be dealing with in our next audio. I hope that this part is clear to you. If you have any doubts or questions, please do comment me in my comment section, and do share and subscribe to my video. I hope you have liked this video and you have understood the very basis of Vedic civilization under Vedic literature. See you in my next video. Till then, thank you.